So next we're going to organize all of our files into folders so we can add some drop shadows to each of the images. Okay, so it's a good thing that we kept these pretty much in order. Now if you didn't, let me move this over real quick. You're going to have to play around and make sure that you got everything in the right order. So first of all, we're going to do the image with the shirt. So here he is, and there's the actual photo. So these are the 4 layers that I want to put into a folder. So I'm going to click on this bottom layer, then holding down Shift, I'm going to click on the top layer. Now, while also holding down Shift, I'm going to click on this little folder icon right down here. All right, and that just grouped it into a folder all together. If I open up this, if I click on this little arrow, you can see it's all down here. And I'm going to go ahead and rename this person. Okay. And now I'm going to do the same thing with these. So here is the phone, here is the phone image. Let's go ahead and click on this one. Holding down Shift, I'm going to click on the image. All 3 of these layers are now selected. And so now I'm going to hold down Shift and click on the folder. I'm going to click on this once to rename it. Sorry, twice to rename it. Double click. And that was phone. All right. Here is that text. I'm going to go ahead and drag it right up here. And you see that when I'm dragging this, if I drag it here, there's a blue box around the entire phone folder. So if I let go here, it would actually put it in that folder. It's not what I want. I want to drag it all the way to the top. And once it makes that blue line right at the top, I can let go and it's above all these other layers. Now I'm going to click on this here. This is the logo that's on the wall. And then here is the wall, and then this layer in between is the curves hitting it. And oh, I didn't clip it, so we'll go ahead and right click and clip. And I'm going to click on this layer, hold down Shift, click on this bottom layer. All 3 of these are now selected. I'm going to hold down Shift and click on the folder, and that is double click on there and type in wall. Okay, sweet. So now to add just a little bit more of a professionalism to this, I'm going to come over here to the edge of this wall folder and double click, and we get these layer style dialog box that comes up. So what I can do now is click on this drop shadow, and if you just click on the box, sometimes the options don't come up. So like, let's say if you clicked on the box and you were still like there or there, you just have to click on this drop shadow and you could get the options for this. And I was playing with this earlier. This is kind of what I want. Now this will be the direction of your shadow. I actually wanted to come off to the side there, maybe a little bit down more. There we go. We can play with the distance of the shadow, the spread of the shadow, the size. I'm just going to leave it right about there. Okay, well, let's see, a little bit there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And go ahead and click OK. Now, if I want to apply the exact same shadow to all 3 of these images, all I have to do is come over here, and you remember that Alt Option trick I showed you where if you're holding it down and then you click and drag, it will duplicate what you made, make a copy. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to hold down the Alt Option key, and then I'm going to click on the effects and drag it up to the phone folder. Drag it up here and then let go, and now it's added the exact same effect to here. And I'm going to do it one more time, holding down Alt and Option to the person. Okay, there we go. Alright guys, so this is the point where we want to take a screenshot, because in the next steps it's actually going to flatten all of these down, all of these layers down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open all of these folders by clicking on the little arrow. And if you happen to have more layers than what can be viewed, I'm just going to come up here to this adjustments panel, click here and go down to close tab group. So all my layers are showing here now. I'm also going to go ahead and open up my history panel there. If your history panel isn't there for whatever reason, you can always come up to here, Windows, and click on history and it'll show up. Okay, now I'm ready to take my screenshot. Nice. And Next video, we're going to finish this off and get the file ready to deliver to the client.